It's really a pleasure. It's going to be a great match as well. We're going to watch G2 against Strict Esports to see who qualifies for the RMR, which is a really, really important tournament. And G2 really needs this victory. Needs to qualify as soon as possible to get more practice time. The season is going to be long. We're going to have Pro League in a little bit, so G2. If they want to do a Grand Slam like FaZe are trying to do, they really need to practice for to win the Pro League.
They do, and it's really important for them to qualify for the major because, let's be honest, the past
The
majors
last
did
one.
not treat G2 that well.
Yeah.
But the current streak that they have, oh man, they are
Oh,
on
amazing.
fire. Winning a Tier 1 tournament in the end of the year, last year, Blasphemy World Finals, winning IM Katowice was huge, and they did it in such a high fashion, only losing one map to Heroic in finals. They're looking in a great shape right now.
No, they played amazing. I think the World Finals on such a dark period for Hooksy, which is the in-game leader. I think all of the team really united around the Hooksy, and they really discovered or found where the chemistry was. And I think that
Exactly.
dark moment was the defining moment for this roster. And since then, they've been just unstoppable. All of the Katowice run was amazing, and yeah, sure, they lost one map, and maybe if that grand final would have gone to the fifth map, it would have been dangerous for G2. But I think they closed it out amazingly, and I think G2 has one really special thing that Heroic has as well at the moment, which is they're the only two teams playing a more proactive Counter Strike, where everyone knows what they're going to do and know two to three reactions on top of those. So I think G2, even on a um, meta scale, they're on a macro level, they're really on top of everyone else at the moment.
True, definitely. I mean, we're seeing from G2 some of the best Counter-Strike that we have seen in the history. Astralis, what they did and everything, G2 are doing it right now. And without further ado, we're going to be jumping into the first map, which is Inferno, a pick of G2 East, where we got Nuke, the second map. We saw Nuke twice from G2 Esports in the previous matches, so it's going to be a hot match. G2 Esports starting on the T side, and we got Trick on the CT side.
So this is going to be a good pistol round as well. We're going to take a look to, in my opinion, three players on the Trick side. Sure, Lucky is, I think, the most recognized face on this Trick
Yep.
team. But we got to look at Nodios and Prime. Both players, even though they are not the guys who get the most amount of kills on every single match, the ADR is really amazing. 80 ADR on most of the matches, so we got to be careful with them. But Monty, wait. He's gonna start with the entry frag, and it's a run to the big bomb.
And Iceberg is alone. He had that flash, but he gets removed from the smoke. JKS will shut him down. Lucky, Nodios, and Prime, the three hard or heavy hitters that BAC just mentioned. Let's see if they got what it takes for this retake. I believe there's a defuse kit on Ruins or on Coffins where Iceberg just got killed, but G2 Esports, they have 5 players, and Hooksy also has this Molotov. It's not going to be easy at all.
Yeah, it's a simple pistol round, but the postplant is good as well. One guy on new box, one guy on top of yellow, one on dark. It's really hard for Trick guys to do this retake. They're gonna try to save the Kevlars, but G2 doesn't want to let it happen. So it's a clean pistol. Well, almost a clean pistol because Monty went down, and Nico as well.
Oh, well, there we go. The caster scores as soon as we say clean. Nodios just gets 3 kills. He's going to go down to the bomb, but that extra $900 is going to be really important because if Trig wants to force buy, and if Nodios has the M4A1S, he can drop it to somebody, maybe Lucky, maybe Prime, where BHC once again mentioned that he has the most ADR in the team. He has high impact. But G2 Esports, yes, a pretty clean pistol round to start things off. We got Mirage as the third map as well because I didn't mention it last time. Now I'm going to ask for your predictions, BAC. What do you think? 2-0?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna give it 2-0 to G2. One reason only. Trick picked their most played map, which is Nuke, and it's as well one of the better maps of G2. So Inferno and Nuke they're gonna be two tough maps for Trick to play against G2. So in my heart, I'm gonna say 2-0 to G2.
Fair enough. He just mentioned all the details. Let's see JKS playing a little bit of deathmatch on second mid, getting kill after kill. Eventually, Hunter will say, let me get something with the SMGs to get that extra $300 or kill bonus. And Nodios will get another kill. With his USP, he has got 4 kills. Oh, so unlucky. If only he had one more bullet, he could have gotten the second kill onto Hunter as well. But no, it's not going to happen. Well,
Yep.
I'm going to say 2-0 as well. you just mentioned the veto is really important. G2 Esports Inferno is really strong. We saw Nuke previously with G2. They won 16-5 both matches yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. And Mirage, the third map, I'm going to be honest, I don't think we're going there.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard for Trick to push it to a third map. But they're gonna try though, so they're gonna play to win. They're 1 BO3 away from qualifying to RMR, which is what everyone wants at the moment. So it's gonna be a fast round on mid. 4 guys pushing up mid, but look at Trick. They started with two guys set up on long position, but they fall back and they're expecting an execute from G2.
Lucky has the information. Quaz looking to get a kill. Iceberg is blind at the moment. Hooksy low HP. He will go down eventually by Quaz. JKS with a trade. Quaz looking for a second one. It's not going to be easy. Hunter and Nico, the Kovacs cousins, will get 2 headshots and secure this A bomb site.
And there it is, what we talked about previously. The proactive play from G2. They know exactly what they're going to do out of the spawn. They just go up mid. They know Tricks are going to respect their positions. Even though they play 2 guys long, they fall back into a backside setup, but it didn't work because the execute was really simple, but perfectly executed by G2.
Exactly. It's like G2 are at this level where they do basic executes, but they do them so good that you cannot stop it. Even if you see the smokes coming up, and even if you know exactly how the play is going to be made, you just can't stop them. We got everybody performing. BHC mentioned it, the proactive Counter-Strike right now playing by G2 Esports, and they're looking unstoppable.
Yeah, and so we're going on to the 4th round, and at the moment, even though there's 2 M4s saved up by Nodios and Prime, the 2 players we spoke about earlier, and sure, Lucky still going to play with a pistol on this round, but they're going to do a semi-eco. There's a couple of ways teams try to trick the other guys to win these type of rounds. One of those ways is to buy 5 smokes and just delay as most as you can, because if the T-sided team has to attack with 20 to 25 seconds remaining, it's gonna be really hard. You gotta cut some corners and you gotta make mistakes.
Exactly, and it doesn't matter if you have a P250 or an M4. They're looking to push Banana. Quez will get the first one. Nico, does he anticipate the second? Playing anti-flash, but not the best time. Will get killed by Nodios.
Sure, and now G2, they have to stop on Banana. There's 3 guys there, there's no one on mid, there's no one controlling the app's position, so look at mid position. Prime, with an M41, he can't push up mid, but he decides to go to Boiler, and now goes to the balcony. And the trick guys, they have so much information in this round.
Yeah, they do, and look at the reaction from Trick. They're pushing Banana, but it's not going to be the best idea. Monastery will get the first one. Nodius will take the trade on JKS. Finally, a smoke coming from Trick, and Iceberg can take another weapon, but Prime, the position that we talked earlier. Look at this, a free kill onto Hunter, and Monastery is the last man standing with 20 HP against 2 players with his new unlocked AK. From his stream, he will go down by Prime.
Hell, and it just happened what we just talked about. Like, the smokes delay so much time. G2 had to respect the Banana smoke. They couldn't go through it because they were afraid there was a setup there, a stack with 4 players, with 3 players. So, and then the only M41S on mids. He pushed balcony, he pushed second mid, and he just wandered around. There was no way for G2 to know where he was. 3-1, first round for Street Esports.
Yeah, you called it. Exactly that way. They played Banana and it worked perfectly. Now, on to the 5th round we go. Monacy still doesn't have an op. We'll go with the AK, and Lucky on the other hand has got his op, but we got aggressive A play from Trick. Hunter and JKS, are they ready? Wallbang coming up. Hunter will get the first one. Iceberg with a trade, but he needs one more, or needs to get out alive of there, which he will.
Yeah, but JKS is playing really safe. He doesn't want to die, to lose his position, because holding apps at this moment is really important. We noticed what happened on the last round, so G2 having JKS alive, it enables them to go up mid, but JKS dies on apps.
Iceberg will get that AK, but he's knife out. I don't think he will anticipate people being here, and he will get punished by Nico. Back to 3 versus 3. Lucky is on this A bomb site alone, but he has the op. Even though no kills yet, he can be the factor that can change the outcome of this round.
But MJ Trick decided to do a gamble stack on A site. 2 guys were rotating to A, but 1 fall back. Prime alone on B bomb site. There's 2 guys from G2 there. The smoke is really nice, but it has 40 seconds remaining, and the smoke it's only 16. The nade actually does some damage to Hooksy.
Yeah, fair enough. But now we can see Nodius is trying to come to B. He has the idea where G2 are going to execute, and they have one flash, one smoke, and one molly. The time is not the best friend of G2 Esports right now. 20 seconds. How will they handle this?
Well, they're gonna smoke CT. They're trying to flash and execute to the B bomb set, but the first contact is won by G2 Esports. 3-on-2 situation. The bomb has to be planted. 10 seconds remaining, and they won the duel against Nodios. Nodios could have won the round if they just killed Hooksy and fall back in the 2v2 position. Even if the bomb was planted, they could have won it, but Lucky has to save the op.
Yep, no other option. Well played from G2 Esports. Played with a little bit of fire there at the end. Going B with 20 seconds left, but thankfully they had that one flash, smoke, and a maul that gave them space. And like you mentioned, if Nodius had gotten that one single kill, the retake could have been on. But right now we got Hooksy on the hunt. Lucky has the op on this side. I don't know if Hooksy is going to check it. I mean, he will, but if there's not somebody... Oh, missed shot from Lucky. You don't see that often. And Trick cannot afford that, and he will go down from Monacy. He didn't have to buy a knob because he got it for free.
Yeah, important round, free op, and G2 Esports don't allow for Shriek to get consecutive rounds. On Inferno, it's so important, because you gotta get your economy rolling. It's a heavy utility map. Even on Banana, you gotta spend 2 Molotovs, 1 smoke, a couple of flashes. Even on middle, most teams nowadays, they just smoke top middle early round and do a couple of nades to bottom mid. So since it's a really utility heavy map, it's gonna be expensive. And Strict does not have that economy.
Oh, a little boost coming in, and Iceberg will get the first kill onto Nico. Monacy couldn't react quick enough, and there is an entry from Trick Esports. Let's not forget, the first round that they won was with a couple of pistols and some rifles, but JKS, a really important trade this time around. G2 Esports will not give up apps control.
Nah, they won't, but JKS still alive, still holding apps. Slow and steady. He just goes up to the stairs. Now he has Lucky right there, the only M41S available on the map for Trick Esports, but on mid. Monzi with the AWP, but Lucky on apps. JKS, he has 2 duels, 1 on Boiler, 1 on apps, but the guy on apps is dead. And Q's the only one remaining on this position.
Do they know? Are they going to check it? Looks like they have the idea. They're still being cautious at the moment. 50 seconds on the clock. We have Hooksy on Banana looking to take some information about his team, and the remaining 3 players are currently holding for a mid push. Hooksy, Nodius is on side, and he will have better timing, but Hooksy and Monsi will both win their duels to get the 5th round on the board for G2 Esports.
When you hold your angles and you hold them with quality, CS plays itself out. So you just have to hold, and the enemy will just run to your crosshairs. That's what Trick did. That's what G2 was expecting. Really well played. Hooksy on the informational play on Banana, but he didn't have to wait very long to know there was one guy there, and the round itself, it was won by G2 Esports. 5 rounds for them, 1 round for Trick.
That's some really good discipline that we see from G2 Esports, and Monacy will peek on Banana early. The Molly is not going to stop him, but thankfully for Prime, he jumped there and did not get shot. Smoke is close. Are they pushing this? BHT?
Yeah, but Monas is 49 HP. There's 2 guys bottom Banana. Nico is one of them, so I think Prime is respecting Nico position. We all know where Nico plays on this map, and we all know who's the best player on the last couple of tournaments have been for G2. Sure, he didn't win the MVP. Hunter did, and JKS did as well, but Nico is always up there, always lurking, always trying to be the best player in the world. And speaking of Nico, on the other side, there was one guy who played for Astralis, Lucky, with the AWP. Can he get the first track?
Ooh, Iceberg will give the kill onto Monacy, and they have this mid control, which will be important for Trick Esports and Nico. Nisi just mentioned it, that he is a monster on Banana, looking to get this trade. Where's the CT smoke? If there's no smoke, it can be troublesome, but not if Hooksy can get the entry. Prime with a trade on Nico. He knows that Hooksy's low HP. Will have better time to get the headshot onto Hunter. A triple kill from Prime. Bomb is down, and it's all down to JKS.
Yeah, on the lurk, on middle, but there's 30 seconds remaining, and it doesn't have a lot of time to get this round on the way, so I think JKS might be looking for some exit frag, some economical damage, but try to get maybe 1 to 2 kills in, try to save his AK, but I think he's gonna die on 2 Iceberg. Yeah, he did. It's the second round for Trick.
Yeah, second round, pretty standard stuff. We are on Inferno. I mean, even though G2 are the heavily favorites here, I will not be surprised if I see Trick get, let's say, 7, 8 rounds, maybe even 10. But ultimately, G2 are performing so well. I want to go back to that previous round, 4 versus 2, where we had 3 players on A and 1 player on Banana. That was Hooksy.
Mm-hmm.
The discipline. You're on the
Yeah.
RMR. You're playing against a team that is ranked 52 on the world, and you're playing that discipline. Man, I don't know what you're gonna do if you're Trick.
They're trying to respect G2. They're trying to surprise them as well at the same time, and that usually doesn't work well together. So if you respect your opponents, trying to surprise them as well at the same time, it's not gonna be easy. You gotta have some great timing, something really prepared, some micro executions, really on the books to surprise G2, and it's not gonna be easy. G2 is on this match. They have to win it. They have to get to RMR. They have to get to the major. They didn't qualify to the Rio major, and they really want to be on the Paris one.
And they should, man. The form that they're having right now is insane. Let's see. Hooksy will push the smoke. Is there a flash? Yes, there is. Iceberg will get the first one. Hunter with the trade. Quiz is on pit. He's alone. He has taken some attention on pit, but he's on the mini pit or headshot, whatever you call it. Nice shot from Modesty with the op. I did not expect that. Maybe an AK, but let's see Nico. Trying to hunt. Did he see Prime? I think he did. And Tricks are just running away.
Yeah, one more save from Trick. The guys, the Tricked guys, they don't have enough economy to play these rounds, and since they lose both of the guys settling from A side, they just have to save. Even the op, lucky he doesn't get to try some exit frags. Just save on B side. And Nico again respecting. Look at the economy from G2. Nico at $0. Hunter 400. JKS as well. It's not really that much money.
Yeah, they have to save. They have to respect the save. At this point in time, it's more important for them to have money because if they happen to lose one round, which can happen accidentally, we saw how Trick won the first one. 2 rifles, 3 deagles or something, and they won that round. And they are going to respect it. But Tricked, lucky, only 1 kill. I think on Inferno on City side, you want your Opper to be performing. And right now, Lucky, he's not showing us the best quality possible.
Which is unfortunate for Tricked. I've been watching Tricked guys play the last couple of matches, and Lucky have been playing really well. He's been top fragging a couple of matches, which is surprising for a player that in Astralis didn't perform really well. Not to the standards Astralis wanted him to play. So let's see how he still does it on this match.
It's going to be interesting, but another perspective maybe it's just that G2 is playing so well that it's so hard as an opper to get picks. I mean, imagine if you're lucky right now. How are you going to get an entry when you have Nico, Monacy, Hunter, JKS, Hooksy in front of you? I mean, okay, Hooksy might not be the best talent when it comes to aiming, but these 4 other guys, right now, I don't know what they're going to do against them.
No, that's true, and not only reminders of that, but also the pace that the match has been played on. Like G2, just playing so fast. Look, there's only 1 minute remaining, and G2 already made a mid control play. Now they made a banana control play, and with 50 seconds remaining, it's just going to execute on B side.
Yeah, they have so much utility because Trick could not fight well, but they have 3 players on this B bomb side. The execution will come in from G2 Esports. Are Trick ready? Hooksy will be the first man in charge, and he will get the entry on Nodius. Great flash from Nico. Iceberg, he needs at least 1 to get here, and he will get a freebie onto Hooksy. Looking for the second one, will get Hunter as well. JKS with a trade. Prime, is he going to push the smoke or not? Here comes the flash, and Lucky on CT looking to support him, but it's still 3v3.
Yeah, I think Prime noticed that he couldn't push the smoke. There was no timing to do that. There might be someone covering the plant, and there was 2 guys covering the plant. Now 1 guy on coffins, 1 new box, Nico on banana, 1 player, 3 AKs, 2 M4s, and at least actually 1 M4, 1 AK, 1 AWP on the city side. But Lucky gets 1 frag. It's not enough, and now out of bullets.
Oh.
But JKS dies. It's a 1-on-1 situation, and it's Monacy who wins the round.
Nice try from Trick, a 3 versus 3. They tried to surprise G2 Esports by going with 3 players at the same spot, but that did not go one well. Don't put all your eggs in one basket because they are going to break. G2 had an amazing setup. They had 1 player on new box, the player on coffins took first contact, and obviously has that shadow advantage. Will he will see the player, the CT player, before they see him. it just worked out really well for G2 Esports. BHC mentioned it. At 50 seconds, G2 Esports had mid control and banana control. It's just dominant right now.
Yeah, they're playing so fast. And look what's Morrissey doing! And Anthony's going just right behind him. He gets the first frag. Quest goes down. So does Prime. Nico gets one. Even if though he was blind, but on shot, Monzi with the AWP gets one more kill. And there's been 30 seconds of playtime on this death round, but already 3 guys down. 4 guys now.
Yeah, they can't do anything. They have to respect the smokes if they want the fight. It's so deadly. BHC mentioned it as well. I'm going once again back to that previous I am Katowice where Hunter got the MVP, but everybody in G2, they're playing out of their minds right now. They have 4 insane rifles, and Hooksy sometimes is entering as well.
Yeah, and I think to be honest, there was 2 players that really stepped it up for G2 Esports on the last 2 months. I think Hooksy and JKS. Sure, Hooksy is the in-game leader. We know that he doesn't have the same firepower as the other 4 guys, but he really stepped it up. There was even matches on Katowice that Hooksy only did 10 kills, if I'm not mistaken, but I think 6 or 7 out of those 10 kills were opening duels. And as an in-game leader, as an opener for the team, that's amazing for Hooksy. And let's not forget JKS, the man who won Katowice for FaZe as a stand-in. He did it as a stand-in for Rops and for Rain as well on that year.
Yeah.
But now on G2, what a tournament that he did. Such an amazing performance. So much entry frags. The amount of anchor positions that he plays and how well he plays it is just unique to JKS.
Insane. And like, what a turnaround for his career. Not playing Pro CS for like 1 year or 2 or something. Coming in as a stand-in, winning IM Katowice, and then winning it again with G2 Esports. That's such a takeoff on his career. Let's go back into the round. Prime already got the first kill. That was Hooks. The opening duel this time is not going to be won. But still, we have Nico on Banana, and he's taking a lot of damage. 1 HP, he will survive, but actually not. The nade will come from Nodios, and it's a really good position for Trick right now.
Yeah, but the bomb is dropped on slope, so someone from G2 has to fall back, grab the bomb, and then heads up to A side, but there's one on short. He gets the kill, Iceberg with the first frag, JKS and Monzi, 3 frags now, they open up the A side, and now one man has to get the bomb, and this is the problem that we were speaking about, and one more frag!
My god.
Such an amazing game sense from Monzi.
Dude, it's 2 versus 5, and then Monacy and JKS are like, okay, let's win this. And they get like 4 kills in, what, 6 seconds or 7 seconds? That's insane. It's all down to Nodius now behind this smoke. Monacy will re-smoke that, but Nodius, I don't think he's going to respect it. Will get the headshot onto JKS, the player low HP. Monacy needs his 4th kill to secure this 9th round for G2 Esports. No fake this time around. Nodius has a defuse kit.
Yeah, but the great decision by Monsi. He let go of the AWP and got JKS AK. So one-on-one situation. Nodios on mini pits and Monzi on one of the most default positions there is. Can he know where he is? Can he find him? Ultimate Nodios with the headshot. He gets a 3rd round for Tricked.
Really, really important round for Trick. A triple kill from Nodios because the way that it went, Tricked won 3 of the first duels of the round. It was a 5 versus 2, and then Monacy with a huge triple kill, especially that 3rd kill on short against the Opera, against Lucky. They were turning that around, but Nodios, 1 versus 2 clutch, Trick, they will get a 3rd, but from what I can see up until now, BHT, is Trick can only win rounds if one player gets a triple kill or a quad kill, and that is not going to happen so often.
Yeah, I've been noticing it as well. Tricked have been being reliant on some gimmicks, some extra rounds from players, and that's not a way to win against G2. You have to be more consistent. You have to dominate certain positions. You have to at least dominate some part of the map. And speaking about it, Iceberg on apps, he might get one.
Oh, Hunter, we always know he will wallbang this. This time around, is he going to get the kill? No, he won't, and Quez will win his duel against JKS. Apps control for Trick Esports. That is really important. Let's see, G2, 3 versus 5. They have the players to do this clutch, and they almost made it happen last time around, and they will give it another shot.
Again, Monacy, Nico, Uxie this time. These are the 3 players alive. There was 2 guys on long from Tricked, only 1 player playing that position, Iceberg with the M4A1, and on Pit Quez as well. I think G2 might be trying to explode from apps onto Pit, so there's a smoke for long. Let's see if there's gonna be a flash. There might, honestly, with the support flashes. Nice smoke. Nice timing on the smoke on apps.
Really, really important time, and I will just pause the push from G2 Esports. And look at this. Nodios already pushing Banana. Trick know where the last 3 players are from G2 Esports. Nodios, a lot of damage dealt, but Monsi will save his in-game leader. A missed shot from Lucky, and Monsi will get another one on Iceberg. 2 versus 3 with 24 seconds remaining. G2 Esports have to move. If they want to go B, they have to go B right now.
Yeah, but there's 2 guys on A, and I think they're going on to A site. Nico, 1 on site, 1 on apartments. Can they actually solve this problem? 10 seconds remaining, but the double kill from Quez happens, and Tricked gets the 4th round.
Yeah, it's the same thing like they won the 3rd round. Quez gets a triple kill, and Iceberg with a double. G2 Esports 8-4 right now. The money is not looking that good, even though they were dominating so far, but there were some rounds where Trick did a lot of damage. And now, G2 Esports, they have to go for an eco.
Yeah, and that's the problem on the long-term plays of trying to get exit frags, even though you don't need it. That's one thing people criticize outsiders. For example, the Jame team, they usually save a lot, and even though they win some rounds, when they win it, they don't usually try to search for the opponents. They just okay, let us save our weapons, let us focus on our economy, trying to minimize the number of eco rounds they do play on a match. I think, if I'm not mistaken, on the major they won on Rio, I think I saw the statistics at the time, and I think they were the team that played less ecos of all of the teams on the tournament, which is really amazing. And I think that speaks to the method of outsiders playing the game.
True, a really important detail. I mean, Jame is the in-game leader, and they follow the in-game leader. They save the money. They know how important it is, especially on the CT side. And G2, not the best example, but still, they have a 4-round lead at the moment. 1 Tech9 and Norman and Hooksy, and he's looking to push Banana as soon as his molly comes. And here comes the smoke. Will extinguish it and eventually go for a retake on B, where 2 players of Trick are residing at the moment. We got Nodios and Prime.
Yeah, a couple of grenades, a couple of smokes, a couple of flashes. Ooh, nice nade, bro. Nice nade on Banana, but like I was saying, a couple of smokes, a couple of flashes. Only 2 players with Kevlars, Uxie and Hunter. Sure, there were Tech9s. One of them just died to Nodios.
And another nade coming in. The flashes eventually will come. Nico trying to go on CT. He's stuck. And eventually will go down. It's all down to Monsi. He has a P250 only, and he will not amount to anything. A clean round from Trick. We had a tactical pause coming in from them to just calm down and try to get 7 rounds on this first half, which I would be a bit surprised because obviously it's G2's map pick. But of course, they're always a second half. They're always Monacy, and he's having a really good game at the moment. 15 kills, and when he gets on CT, that's showtime.
Yeah, you know he's gonna grow up on TD side. It's an Opera, it's an Inferno. We know a lot of the teams nowadays usually don't buy op on the T side, and that's because this map is really focused on mid to close range duels. So it's not the best spot for an Opera to play. But look at Lucky. We were speaking about close to mid range duels. Here's one, and he has an Opera hand.
Yeah, but look at G2. Oh my god, is that a coincidence? Or is that just pure Giga Chat moment from Hooksy to tell everybody to go after? Lucky will get the kill into Nico. Monsi will get the trade. I believe they have the information, and Quez will get a headshot, but Hunter and JKS in the meantime will get the kills and the control of this A site.
G2 is just so fast on the trades, on the frags, on the executes, and Trick does not have anything to respond to the quality of the headshots G2 are just spewing it out on this match. It's amazing how they're clicking on heads, and Trick, they're trying, but it's 9 rounds for G2.
Yeah, let me just dive into detail here why this spacing, everything that mentioned BHC is so important. It might look easy how they're getting the trades, but it's really hard if you were, let's say, one of the players of G2 to just stand close by your teammates and try to get those trades to be so efficient. So G2 are doing a really good job right now, but are they going to survive? Hooksy, nice shot on Prime. He will save his AK, and G2 will get the 9th round.
Impeccable movement from Uxie, forcing the Trick player to shoot on apps and resetting the recoil, and then Uxie just gets the duel easily. And now 9-5, last round of the first half. And even though this is Inferno in, even though this is the most balanced map on the map pool at the moment, 8-7 map, is it for CTs or CTs, that doesn't really matter because the map is really balanced. But you're playing against G2, one of the best teams playing Inferno at the moment, and since they just won 9 rounds on the T side and they're going to defend it after, it's not gonna be easy.
Oh. It's not gonna be easy at all. And let's see the change of pace again, pushing mid aggressively. The flashes are great, and Hoaxy the entry fragger, doing what he does best right now for his team. Nico looking to get the second kill. Quest is playing with us one way, but Nico is way much faster than he is, and we'll get the headshot. A-side secured Trick, they cannot save. It's the last round of the first half.
G2 is being faster, smarter, and they're just playing it
Stronger.
way harder than Tricked is. Like the executes, the pace, the trade frags, the positioning, the spacing from all of the plays, just amazing. Even Nico on the edge of the smoke, being a little bit. Nice headshot. Sorry, Nico. Let me focus on Morrissey for the moment.
They're not even letting you finish your sentence, but there we go. 10-5 is the score of the first half. G2 Esports just showing us a glimpse of what the best team in the world right now are capable of. They are playing so well. Yes, we have Monacy with 18 kills. That is insane, but everybody on the team is performing.
Yeah, and everyone is stepping it up. Nico is one of the guys who, is almost the bottom fragger. Hooksy has 6 kills and Nico has 7. And we're watching a match where G2 is winning 10-5 and Nico is almost bottom fragging. So what can he say? Now it's a city side. It's Nico with an USP on hand. He doesn't have a Kevlar though, so he has a smoke and a nade. So here's a set pistol round strat.
Yeah, he's playing more of a support role. I mean, Nico will perform when he needs to, not necessarily. He's not the one who will be like, oh guys, let me get 30 frags, because the world already knows who Nico is. He doesn't need to prove anything to anybody. He is a superb aimer, and he is a contender for being the best player of 2023. But Monacy will not make that easy for him. And speaking of Monacy, he will get the first headshot, looking for a second one. Will get the second on the prime. Iceberg, and notice, will get the trace. Hooksy will smoke that long position to make Trick just stay there, but they're not going to respect it. Nice shot from Iceberg.
Yeah, but Hunter has one on short as well. There was on the smoke one player. Hunter, middle of the A side. There's one guy on library. Lucky, close range, P250 on hand. Can he actually win the duel against Nico? Yes, he does. Now Hunter, it's all that left. All that remaining for G2 Esports on this second pistol round. But I think Norios is gonna... Ooh, the timing. The timing! It doesn't favor the Trick.
Yeah, we got baited. We thought that he was going to get it, but no. Still, Hunter, 1 versus 3. He has armor, diffuse kit, no smoke, but still, that's plenty enough for a player of his caliber. He can make this happen, and especially if Nodius stays on A too long and gives a chance for Hunter to just fight 2 players.
Yeah, but Hunter doesn't know there's one player on A side, so he thinks there's 3 guys on B, and he's gonna take his time. There's 15 seconds remaining until the bomb explodes. Yeah, sure, he has a defuse kit, but he still has to clear New Box. He still has to clear Dark and Banana. There's 2 sides to Banana he has to clear, and now he's trying to save the Kevlar. But Norios on city spawn.
Oh no!
No! Come on, Norios. We were rooting for you to get that kill.
Yeah, from A to short, man, coming to B and still losing that duel, nice try. But they won the round. That's the most important thing for Trick right now.
Hey, I can't say anything. Usually I do the same or even worse, so...
It's not easy to hit with a Glock on the back.
Yeah, I know. It's not easy to hit the Glock or any weapon at all. It's not easy. It's not easy at all.
True. 6-10, G2 Esports will come in with a force buy. Hooksy will drop the FAMAS for JKS. We got an MP9 for Hunter. Eagle on Nico and Monacy, and Hooksy, eventually he will get that 5-7. And they will try with this force buy to maybe delay something that you mentioned on the first half, maybe having 5 smokes and just making Trick at this situation execute in the last 20 seconds.
Yeah, the hero FAMAS is a really important weapon on the city side. It's gonna surprise a couple of players, and look, JKS playing on pit, so he's gonna face all of the players from Trick. And now popping for map, the first frag is for Hunter, the second is for Monacy, and the FAMAS doesn't get any single frag. Iceberg cleans up JKS.
Yeah, Hunter 1 HP survived, but he got that double kill, which is really important. Hooksy now on side. 4 players of G2 Esports are here. Monacy, a triple kill from him so far. Lucky wasn't able to get Hunter. Hooksy eventually will fight, and he will lose the duel against Lucky. All down to Nico, 1 versus 2. We haven't seen much from him, only 7 kills, but this round could be his round.
There's one problem for Trick though. It's that Nico has a Deagle on hand, and for most players, Deagle is a pistol. For Nico, it's the same as an AWP. He's one of the best players with the Deagle on hand, and I think he can prove it on this single round.
Yeah, he can. Go into apps. Bomb is still not planted, so Nico has time. Trick, are they going to expect Nico going on apps? He has found a Mac-10. Not the best weapon for the job, but if he jumps the pit with a Mac-10, he will get that kill. But no, he will get shut down by Lucky. Nice try. A really nice round from G2 Esports, Hunter and Monacy. That got 3 kills, and they had G2 Esports had 4 players on A, and Trick came with that execute. But you mentioned it, JKS with the FAMAS. He needed at least 1 kill.
Yeah, in my opinion, I think that JKS death really switched the favor of the round, because Hunter did a great job with the MP9, and if JKS got one frag and just hit and didn't die, all of the other Trick players were start focus on his position and not focus on the A side, and it was on the A side that the stack was placed, and it might have surprised every single player, but not this time. And it's 10-7 at the moment. A Nico round for G2 and every single player on B side.
Well, it doesn't look like Trick are planning to go on Banana, at least not right now. They're playing default. G2 Esports, yeah.
Yeah, slow placed round. I think they may be afraid of some type of stack. And yeah, sure, there is a stack, but on the opposite side of the map, it's on B side, not on A side. So the bomb is gonna get planted. And one thing is for sure, I think Quaz and Iceberg with the Mac 10s, they're gonna search for G2 players and get some more dollars, because you can farm it with the Mac 10s.
Yeah, especially against the full eco, against ESPs and 1 P250 from Hunter, and they should. And we can already see them on the radar that they are trying to hunt Iceberg on bottom Banana. The spray on long range is not going to be the best weapon. Quez will get 1. Iceberg, I gotta say, that's not the best peak to take long range. Just wait for them to get close, because G2 are doing damage. 3 kills on an eco, that's really good.
It's amazing, and one of the frags that you got, it was a rifle, and that really hurts on the economy side of things. So Trick gotta be careful. Sure, they have at least one extra buy round on the bank. So if you look at the money, Lucky doesn't have any sort of money, not yours as well. But if you look for Prime, Iceberg, and Quest, they both the 3 of them have at least one buy round, one extra buy round if they lose this one. So they gotta be careful. They have to plant the bomb if they lose the round. But G2 will not try to let them happen. So there's a smoke for bottom Banana, a Molotov as well, a couple of nades. Like we said previously, Inferno is a really utility-heavy map, and it's really expensive. Look at the utility from G2. Only 20 seconds have gone by, and already half of the utility has been used.
True, Inferno is such a utility-based map, especially on Banana. We saw both teams just not waste, but use 2 to 3 smokes, 3 to 4 Molotovs, and stuff like that. And Trick, are they going to try to go early again on this bomb site? Last time it was 8. Yes, they are trying to surprise G2 Esports, but you can't surprise G2. They played fast themselves on the first half.
Not the best positioning from G2, but they made it work. One guy on pulse and one guy on top of first oranges. Now the third player coming to B side, currently really on the meta, playing the mid round 3B. But G2, they now send Monacy back to A side with the AWP playing on city spawn, looking for Arch to get a pick with the AWP. But it's gonna be an execute on A side with one lurker on Banana.
Oopsie, the flash will come on in, and he will get punished by Iceberg. A 4 versus 4 now, and Hooksy did not get much information. Even though he got killed, if he saw, example, oh, it's just one guy, that information would be valuable. Let's see if Hunter and JKS can hold this A bomb site. Hunter will start it well with the first kill. Now have information that the second player is there as well, and Nodius and Lucky will both get those kills, secure this A bomb site, and G2 Esports. Not much of an option for Nico and Monacy. I think they have to save unless Monacy gets a fast kill.
Yeah, they really do. Monacy is trying to get a exit frag, but he won't get one, so they have to save it. And to be honest, I think the first frag on A side too long was a really good kill, but the response after that frag, the movement to go on top of Ninja Box really didn't help G2 Esports. It's a good position to surprise someone coming from short, but a T coming from long, it's not gonna surprise anyone. You have your whole body exposed, and you really you're just going to die on that position, and that's what Chick did.
Yeah, that's a really good way to put it out. I guess Hunter did not expect more than one player to come from long. Hooksy played aggressive on Banana with Nico's flash, where I think it was Nodios. He got blind. Oh no, it was Iceberg. He got blind, but he still got the kill after that. 5 versus 4. G2 want to play, for information, a bit greedy on Banana. That cost them the round. But still, there's plenty of more rounds to go. On the other side, Trick, 4 rounds in a row. They're looking really good, but G2 Esports will bounce back with another full buy.
Yeah, but Trick, they're doing their job. It's 9 rounds on the scoreboard at the moment. So here's about a mid smoke. Hunter trying to make some time, honestly, with the nade set as well. But now Hunter, he sees one player, but he doesn't get the frag. Not at the moment, but he's still trying to pressure Iceberg. He goes through the smoke. Can he get one frag? No, he doesn't, but he does get mid control.
Oh, Hunter, he's holding for the smoke. One good flash, and Hunter might die. Eventually, the smoke is going to fade. Iceberg has information. Hunter is requesting a flash right now, but JKS does not have one. And he has information that there's multiple people on long, and he needs some help.
And the CD setup on his side is not really good. Nice flash from Uxie. Now rotating to short. There's the execute as well. One guy on pit, one guy on graveyard. But Hunter on the back of side. Quest for the first frag. Hunter and Nico with 2 frags. And G2 holds the A side. Woo!
Hunter and Nico, a deadly duo. They will get 3 kills, quad kill, 4 kills combined. It's all down to Prime before HP. Monacy has information, and he will finish him off with a USB. Great round from G2 Esports. A really nice play to get that first kill for Hunter on long. Hooks' flash was amazing, and then eventually when Trick just came on short, they were sandwiched in from both sides of pit. 1 player on graveyard and 1 player on site. G2 Esports, a really easy round for the Kovacs cousins.
We gotta give a lot of credit to Hunter, because he wasn't on an easy position, low utility on A sides of G2, but he made it work. Molotov to slow things down, a flash from Muxi, a repeat, a frag, and then helping out the other teammates on short side of things. Nicely played, nice composure. Hunter very well, made the round for G2.
Yes, indeed. It was really nice the way they had played it, but let's focus on apps. Trick, they have known to surprise G2 with fast plays. This time, are they going to push the smoke or not? Yes, they will. He's speaking on balcony right now. Quez is taking some information, but he's not going to commit.
No, yeah, he didn't commit, and I don't think anyone from G2 saw him going out of apps. Like, what he did was really risky, and I don't think no one knows what he did.
They don't. Now, Monacy is focusing on mid. He's smoke boiler. Is he going to take a duel? It's 11-9 right now, so he's not taking many risks.
Mid smoke. Now a short Molotov to try to break this setup from G2. AWP, JKS completely blind. And Monacy with the AWP. One guy on mid. He does get the frag though, and I think Trick is trying to rotate to B side.
Yes, they are. On B, we have 2 players. It's Huxi and Nico. An AK and an M4. Is Nico going to push the smoke or not? They're getting close. 30 seconds remaining for Trick. They're waiting for their 4th player. One good flash can be decided, but Nico will get 2 headshots. Triple kill from Nico, doing what he does best, getting headshots. It's all down to Quez.
Yeah, all completely alone, 1v4, really tough position, bomb drop, 10 seconds remaining, and Super Nico on the call. He gets 4 frags. What an amazing round from Nico. He just does it so easily. He makes it look so simple, but it isn't, not at this level.
Nope, not at all. And I mentioned on the first half, Nico might not have the most amount of kills that you mentioned as well, 7 kills, but he shows up when G2 needs him. And right now, the result was close, 11-9. They needed that round cleanly. They needed that round to break the economy of Trick, and Nico shows up massively with a quad kill.
Yeah, it's incredible, the tap on the first player, the transfer for the second and third kill as well. And now a Nico, no money from Trick Esports, they have to play it simple, they have to fall on Monacy AWP. His crosshairs always on short, always trying to find the frag, either for boiler or for mid, and now the grenades on middle, cleaning up ramp, and G2 are starting to pressure Trick Esports.
Not only that, they're starting to build some money for them. We saw that they got a little bit careless on the first half. When they lost 2 rounds, they were out of cash. But right now, they're making sure that they save all of these weapons. They win a clean round. So in case something happens, in case Trick get another streak of rounds winning, they will have cash on the bank.
Yeah, and Trick needs to start planting bombs because they're losing bonus are starting to get maxed out, and with 3.4k dollars, if you plant a bomb, you get another extra buy round. But if you don't, it's a cycle: buy round, a semi-eco, and a buy round, and a semi-eco. Then again, but Hunter and JKS cleaning up house, 13 rounds, only 3 more rounds to get the first map.
First map, which is Inferno, G2 Esports are starting to show their teeth in this second half. Nuke is the second trick, even though they picked it. We just mentioned G2 Esports is really good at it, but we're not going to talk much about Nuke up until it comes. Now, the 23rd round will begin. Trick, that loss bonus is getting higher and higher, like BHT mentioned. So they need to start that bomb, to plant that bomb, sorry, at least, to get that extra $800. But Monacy will not make that easy. 25 kills in 22 rounds.
And look at the aggression on mid from G2 Esports. They made a banana control with a mid smoke on banana and 1 Molotov. Something that Vitality and even Vici Gaming from the Chinese community started using to take banana control. And now G2 adopted for their city side with a fast mid smoke almost from city spawn. And then if they feel pressured, they do the second wave take on banana with a deep smoke, a deep Molotov, and a couple of nades. But they didn't do it. They just set up a back on-site setup with 3 guys, and one of them is the AWP.
Mid control for Trick here. Smoke and Molly on short. Get this territory. A minute on the clock. A flash will come on short, and Hunter is blind, but he will survive at the moment. A third player will come into A. Hooksy has rotated from banana. Hunter is taking information that there's nothing on short for the moment. But Trick, are they going to go back to banana, or are they going to execute on this A site?
Yeah, I think they're going to execute on A side, but they're going to go to long where Uxie is holding on Arch. The AWP is still on banana, but now Uxie falling back to city spawn. I think G2 are reading this round as a split for B side, but it isn't for B side. It's for A. There's one guy on Apps.
It's one guy on S, and Hooksy, he will get smoked off. He will try his luck on the smoke, but he's not going to get anything. It's down to JKS and Hunter. Hunter has been amazing so far. Can they do it with JKS? A perfect flash. Hunter will get 1 headshot. JKS, do they know about him? Now they do. Now the best spray for JKS. He will get shut down by Nodio's Trick. They will get to double digits.
Yeah, nice work from Trick. They really faked out. They were going to split B side. Uxie was completely reading a 3-2 split for B, with 2 guys going up long to Arch to city spawn and 3 guys going up banana. That's why Monacy stayed on banana with the AWP, and Uxie was the one rotating because they were fearing a split. And if the enemy team does decide to split, and if they do decide to go 3 guys city spawn instead of 3 guys banana, the op being on banana is a really smart decision, because you can attack that position, and even if you lose city spawn, you can then defend the B bomb site with the banana control. And if you don't have banana control, it's really hard. But there's a problem. Trick did not decide to do a 3-2 split for B side. Instead, they decided to go on A.
Yeah, as soon as that smoke came from Iceberg, I think he was, on Arch, Hooksy had no way of helping the side players. Hunter and JKS, we saw the flashes from Trick. They were really good. Hunter got his 1 kill, but JKS just couldn't get the grasp of that M4 spray and get another one. It was not easy for him.
Yeah, not easy at all, but G2, they can buy again. So here's the third tactical timeout for G2 Esports, so they're really taking it really seriously. And they do have to do it, but Trick Esports, if they lose this round, they can buy 1 more time, and at least 1 more buy round for Trick Esports. So they have some room to play, some room to find some timing. Even if they want to play faster paced, they can do it. They have money to buy if they lose.
True, they do, and let's see how they are going to play this 24th round. We have seen Trick try to play sometimes aggressive with a fast pace, not leaving it for the last 30 seconds, and it has worked for them. But at the same time, G2, they gotta get being more proactive, I guess, on this CT side. They're playing a bit defensively on A. 3 players on banana right now, and Hook see a lot of damage dealt, and he will re-aggress with that second flash. Not really, he will go back, but the Molly's going to burn Prime. And this nade, Hunter will take the kill onto Nodius. There we go. That banana control comes from G2 Esports. Great utility usage.
Yeah, really important. But there's one bad thing for G2 is that since it was Hunter who got the Molotov frag, they know that Hunter was the third man on B side. Everyone knows that Nico and Hooksy played both guys on B side, and if there's even either Monacy or Hunter, there's something fishy. There's some type of setup from G2 Esports, but they've already rotated back to A side. One guy on long, Monacy, AWP on hand, one on site and one on pit. JKS. It's a familiar name for everyone. Nice smoke on apps, trying to delay the take from Tricked.
3 players on long for Trick. They saw the odd that it's on this A side. They are going to go on CT. The banana players know this. Nico and Hooksy know that they can be on CT. Monacy will clear mid, and this will be important information. Why? Because they're either on banana or they're either on CT right now. And Hooksy and Nico, they don't have any utility, just these rifles. Oh, they have a flash, actually.
Yeah, but the Flash is trying to clear up banana, and now Hooksy trying to spot on city spawn. He does see one man. He does see one man. There's still there 3 guys there. Nice Molotov with Hooksy. He does get away to the dark position. One guy on coffins. It's Nico. Now he gets the first frag. Can he get the second? No, he can. But on banana, there was Hunter. He's right there, ready to help his teammates on B side.
14 secure for G2 Esports. A really important push on mid from G2 to get that information that I just mentioned. Why? Because we just saw Hunter just run up mid, come banana, and help Nico on time to not give space for Trick to even plant the bomb. Two more rounds needed.
Yeah, 2 more rounds needed. And Tricked only has money for 1 more buy round. At least this is the last round they can afford. Only if they plant there. Only for 1 more buy round. But Sigalil, lucky on middle. Nice smoke, deep banana control. But Prime through the smoke gets 1 frag.
A nice entry for Trick, which is really important for their situation right now. But let's see. We got Monacy so close to get the headshot, but he will not. Still, G2 are going to keep 2 players on banana and 2 on A. Trick coming with this mid execution, the smoke on long and Molly and short. Monacy, he has to go away. But there's 1 player on boost. JKS will be blind and dead by Nodius. Monacy will get that trade. He needs to be a superhero. The lightning fast will get the second one on Queds. The flash is used as well. A no scope or a quick scope.
Monacy, the superhero, the super player, the super operator. And Monacy gets 3 frags, but better than the 3 frags. It's the timing that he gets. It's all of the delay he makes for 3T Sports. It was a 5v1 on A side, and Monacy gets 1, gets 2, and the flash just delays just enough for Hunter to rotate back from B side and help him out, get the last 2 frags, and get the 15 round for G2.
Well played from Monacy, a really important stall that BAC just mentioned, that flash, and just making them stay there on short until Hunter comes to help him and get those last 2 headshots. G2, they get map point and Trick. Their economy is not looking that well. BAC just told you guys that what happens if Trick lose that round, and here it is. 2 Mac 10s and 3 Tech 9s. Oh boy, it's not looking good.
Not looking good at all, but Hunter on short, 2 guys on X. Monacy does get the first frag. Now there's the pressure on middle. The first player goes down in the second one as well. Only 2 players remaining. I'm sorry, only 1 now.
Nodius won. Oh my god. Monacy and Hunter. They finished this last round. Triple kill from Monacy and a double from Hunter to finish 16-10. The first map goes for G2 Esports. It was our pick, and the second map is going to be Nuke. But let's talk a little bit about Inferno. What happened? Monacy and Hunter. They had almost 60 kills combined. 31